Hello and welcome back. This is video number 5 of my mini course about the human growth cycle. This one is about the bliss phase. And if you haven't already, I highly recommend going back to watch video number 1. This basically is the phase where everything kind of comes together. This is the good stuff. This is the fun stuff. If you haven't seen it already, this is the full human growth cycle that I would define. This is what we're focusing on today, the bliss phase, where we find new freedoms. And in this phase, this is basically when you think of the best days of your life, the happiest times of your life, the most expansive sort of you've ever felt, the happiest you've ever felt, the most you've ever smiled, that feeling that you felt on that day or in that moment is a feeling. It was a state, it was an existence. And I believe that you can find that more often. I believe that you can find that after conquering challenges and going through things and expressing gratitude. The cost of entry in this phase is gratitude. And it's when you feel true gratitude. And I would say the way I describe this is that this is not grandma's standard cup of gratitude with affirmations and writings. It must be experienced to truly unlock the beauty that your being was not open to experiencing before. You have to feel this one. Okay? You can't just write it down. You can't mantra through this one. It might take some meditation, and it might just come naturally to you after conquering something and you've patted yourself on the back and celebrated yourself for conquering whatever challenge it was that you were facing. But understand that after reorienting and resetting yourself to this new person that you are, there is a celebratory component to your existence that will come from finding new levels of openness. And I've experienced this when I have truly been open to being grateful for the blessings of the challenges that I went through. And when I was happy about going through what I did, happy about being the person that I became, and grateful for being that person, these were the highest highs I'd ever felt. And like I just said, I find gratitude for the pain that I experience. This is where you're the most open, aligned, and abundant you've ever been, and closest to your highest self you've ever been. So take the time to appreciate everything about yourself. It's a holistic thing. Whether it was the difficult part, the messy part, the gross part, the cringy part, the quiet part, the loud part, whatever it is, this is where you can tap into something by expressing gratitude for everything. Because being present, being exactly in this moment, exactly where you are right now, if you find true gratitude, that means that you're grateful for absolutely everything. And mindset training tells us, and perspective tells us, that we tend to label things as good or bad. Well, you're not in a challenge anymore, right? You're not experiencing the pain anymore. So it's up to you to decide if that challenge and that pain was good or bad. And subsequently, or inherently, if you are grateful for it or not. Well, guess what? You're not in it right now. So you have an opportunity to express a new type of gratitude for everything, absolutely everything that you've been through, and to be open. So I didn't mention this before, but love, express, connect, and create. These are the 4 words that I kind of use in this phase because I believe that this is where we can find these new levels of love, expression, connection, and creation. It's such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful phase to be in. You'll feel bliss. You'll feel like you can walk on air, on, and do things you've never done before because you truly can. You're the newest version of yourself. You're the most open you've ever been. You're the happiest you've ever been. You're the most grateful you've ever been. So create something, love. And action steps, what can you do when you're actually here? Block off time to pursue things that you enjoy and people you love. Be around those things. Journal the positivity to help you when you face your next challenge, while you're here, while you're experiencing all this amazing, loving, like high vibrational energy, journal it, capture it, write it down, give yourself something to refer to the next time you're going through something, to be the light at the end of the tunnel. This is cyclical after all. It's always going to come back. We're just going to keep going through this. So capturing these types of things, I think, is incredibly helpful, not only for the present moment and for you to actually acknowledge it and express that gratitude, but to help you to see it in future when you're facing another challenge. And let your smile shine. Let it shine, be happy, smile. It's not only chemical, but why not, Service to self in the bliss phase. When you're feeling this high, spend time outdoors. I personally find that to be really helpful, to just reconnect with nature, with non-human structures. I don't like to be in air conditioning. I like to be outside and breathing fresh air and hearing the sounds, watching sunrises and sunsets, swimming in the water, touching the water, whatever it is. Enjoy your hobbies, do things that you love doing. You're open, you're abundant, you're feeling good. If that's working on your business, then do it. If that's playing sports, then do it. If it's dancing, then do it. Make sure you relax, because you're celebrating as well. You're celebrating the accomplishment of overcoming the challenge that you did. So relax is part of it. I should probably put celebrate on here somewhere, because I do think that that's important, and I do think that that's a component of this entire phase. Recharge, because it's coming back again, and don't be afraid of what's coming next, but recharge because you're in that energy, you're in that vibe right now. So let your system reboot itself and embody gratitude differently, whatever that looks like for you. To me, sometimes that means, maybe I'm spending my money differently, maybe I'm spending my time differently, maybe I'm just talking to people differently. Whatever it is, embody gratitude differently, because you are a different person. And I believe that in expressing that gratitude differently and being consciously aware of doing it differently, you acknowledge that you're a different person as well. This is the time to tap into Rick Rubin and the Creative Act. If you haven't read that book, it is tremendous. It is written to be timeless. Rick Rubin, if you're not aware, he's a music producer. At least that's how he's the most well known, is as a music producer. But it's what he's able to harness and extract from or with musical artists that I think has made him such a tremendous human being, and how he can offer so much value to the rest of us as humans in the process of creating something, which essentially is the process of expressing ourselves and doing something, as he describes it, for ourselves, although it's shared with others. Art is about creating something for yourself. And I think this bliss phase where you're finding gratitude is a tremendous time to do it. So that I found to be a really, really good resource. Sing and dance, mofo. Move your body, express yourself. And whether you're a singer and a dancer or not, there's something tremendously valuable, I think, about music. Obviously, I have music in every one of these videos and in every one of these phases, but singing, the activation of your vocal cords, the movement of your body to music, whether it's rhythmic, whether it's romantic dance, or if it's like club dancing and beats, like heavy hip hop beats or whatever it is, like just moving your body. There's something that I'm not an expert at describing, but I have found it personally cathartic and very helpful. It's helped me to embody this kind of gratitude and good mojo, the good vibes, the good energy. So I highly encourage singing and dancing in this phase. And as far as the music goes, I like upbeat stuff, high energy music. I really like house music, dance music, rock is good, hip hop is good, whatever speaks to you, whatever is high energy, kind of brings the good vibes. Put on your favorite song, put on that hype track that you always love listening to. It's a great time for it. It's a celebration after all. And some mantras, I generally kind of pointed at this one before. I'm grateful for everything that has shaped me. Just express some gratitude for literally everything, not just for overcoming the challenges, but for the challenges themselves as well. I think that's tremendously powerful. I am abundant. My life is perfect. Good things to tell yourself as you're in this phase. That is the growth phase or sorry, that is the Bliss Phase video and the last one in the series. Thanks so much if you've watched through the entire thing. Fascinated to know your feedback and your comments about it if you have any. And happy growing, humans. And remember to be accepting of every phase. Remember to be accepting of yourself in every regard as you go through your challenges in life. And to the alien at coffee that I'm sitting with, this is fun. You know, I have to say, it feels like this is what life is all about. It feels like this is what being a human being is really all about, is just what can I do? What can I overcome? How can I overcome it? And let's go overcome it. There's something incredibly human about seeing the tallest mountains and wanting to climb them, and building the fastest cars and wanting to build ones that are faster than that. I think that we just have this innate nature and this ability to see challenges, approach them, break them down, overcome them, however we do it. This is so much of being a human being, and it's exhilarating. It's feeling all the feelings, and I think it's tremendously helpful if we as human beings can talk about it and discuss it and connect over it and bond over it. So thank you for watching, and all the best in your growth.